Hello world, it's Almond Milk again, and I have returned with another challenge video for this picoGym workout series. So this time we're going to solve Wave a Flag from the General Skills category. It's worth 10 points. Let's dive in. Can you invoke help flags for a tool or binary? This program has extraordinarily helpful information. Okay, so this is probably going to be an executable file since it's talking about flags. We're going to probably have to use some flags or enter a flag to get the flag essentially, right? Or in other words, an argument. So let's go ahead and download the file. All right, so yeah, it is a binary. Usually a lot of times in these CTFs, they won't put an extension when it's an executable binary. So we're gonna go ahead and download that. We're gonna go into our files here. We're gonna make a new folder, call it Wave a Flag. All right, then we're gonna move that into there. And then we're gonna go ahead and just open this up with a hex editor. HXD is a really good hex editor to use. It's free on Windows. So, okay, so the top portion of the file is always the file header when you're looking at it in hex. And that kind of tells you what type of file you're dealing with is. And ELF is an executable Linux file. So we're actually gonna go to our Kali box and we're going to download the file to here so that we can have more tools at our disposal to manipulate the file with, because it's a Linux-based executable. So let's go ahead and make a directory. I'm gonna go ahead and download the executable. I didn't explain this the last time we did this, but wget is just a way there you can just easily grab files directly from their URL locations. So as you can see, that got our warm executable, and let's go ahead and move that into our Wave a Flag directory by using the mv command, which can just move a file to another location. All right, so it's in there. So the next thing we need to do is let's go ahead and try running it. Well, we can't because permission is denied, because we actually have to change our permissions on it. As we can see, we only have read and write permissions to it. We don't actually have an execute permission to it. So let's go ahead and chmod 7. Well, you know what? We'll just do 7.7 and at 7. It doesn't matter. But that basically gives you anybody, total permissions to read, write, or execute the file. So go ahead and do that. I'm surprised it didn't make me run sudo with that. But as you can see, now we have permission to execute it. So if we just try to run warm, pass me attack H to learn what I can do. Okay, so we know we can just do attack H, right? That's how you pass an argument to any kind of like program or whatever, right? And oh, that gave us the flag. Another thing you can do though is you could easily have run strings, which will just pop out or print out. There's different arguments you can do to like set the length, like the min length of the strings you want to extract from the file, but this will basically pull readable chunks of text from the executable or any file that you run it on, right? So if we do strings warm, right? Oh, there's a lot of stuff here, but if we scroll through here, we see that the flag also shows up here. And if we wanted to get even more granular, we could run the file through grep, right? So if we know the flag format we're looking for, right? So we can run strings on, we can run strings. Let me go ahead and just clear the screen. We can run strings on warm again, and then we can grep for the flag now that we know it's in there. And grep is just a way to search files and input for certain patterns and strings that match those patterns, right? So we'll just grep for, I guess we'll just grep for picoCTF. And there it is. It literally extracted the line that has our flag in it. So we'll just go ahead and copy and paste from here. And we've earned 10 points. I just wanted to show a few different ways to be able to solve this. These will be useful methods later on when we're doing more complicated challenges, right? And it just gives you more tools to use at your disposal. I mean, we did solve it the right way so you could see how, to pass an actual argument into the program itself, but then we showed another way where you can, not all challenges have just one way to solve them. You can solve them many different ways. Of course, these beginning challenges are pretty straightforward on how you're supposed to solve them, but what makes them nice is that you can kind of play around with other ways to solve them because they're less complex. So there's multiple strategies you can use to get to the flag you want to get to. And that wraps it up for this video. Drop a like, subscribe if you want to see more. We'll just keep plowing through these challenges one by one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Thank you and have a nice one.